Hello, my loves, and welcome back to another reading. The thing that has been like playing in my mind before coming on here and doing the readings for this week is you have rebirthed yourself. You have brought yourself to full fruition, and now you are birthed anew. You are become everything that you have chosen this life to come here to do. Okay, I'm hearing that this is actually just for specific people who will know who you are. If you're here, this is likely the truth for you. You have been going through this process of deep change, of dismantling all of the things that have sort of like hidden you and kept you from expanding into the fullness of who you were supposed to be in this life. But you're there now. Everything is renewed, refreshed. I mean, you're naked as a babe. You have all this room to grow into this life. That baby sort of like being your life, but also you. There is so much expansion here. There is, and you've already expanded so much, I know that, to get to this point, to be able to rebirth yourself. But there is so much more that you can't even fathom at this point. How good life is gonna get, I'm hearing. Okay, let's dig into the cards. Hi, I'm Mia. I'm a singer, and I do these tarot readings. And if you would like to get a reading with me, I have readings available up on my website, miaarsenault.ca. And also, I'm going to start doing extended readings on these readings because I feel like the 10 minutes is not quite enough to get all of the information, but also we can go deeper in an extended reading because there will be fewer people's energy I'm reading into. So we can pick up on your individual energy as well. Okay, it's so funny. No, I'm being told to stop shuffling. We have the Two of Cups here. This is the crow deck. I'm very much I heard a crow too as I was shutting my windows before I came on here. There's Morrigan energy here. I'm hearing Odin as well. But again, with that, I'm also hearing the message of what I had maybe a month or two ago, that it's time for the feminine. It's time for the feminine. Goddesses, they are the ones, 303, as I said that. They are the ones who are going to be guiding us, just as, feminine energy needs to be guiding us now at this time on this planet. I also saw I was holding something like a little toy earlier in my hands, but what I saw in my mind was a beating heart. There is inner union with this. There is, but we're dropping that down. The inner union is going to be reflected, and we can see the cups kind of reflecting each other here, even the crows reflecting each other. And then, is this called a caduceus, I think? Anyway, reflection, but also differentiation, also just coming together and becoming more than the sum of its parts. So it is the coming together of, all of the parts of you inside, masculine, feminine, everything that you are and you have experienced coming together. But this is going to be reflected in, I'm hearing it can be love, but there is definitely a emphasis on also just like people. And what we come here to do is to combine ourselves, weave ourselves together as people to create a beautiful world. A world that is heart-centered. That beating blood, that's what it is. The heart center is what is pumping the energy of love through the world. So if we always move through the world in this sort of like harmony with ourselves and harmony with others around us and the world itself around us, that is the beating blood of what we are coming here to do. Just saw an important number. Okay, do we want any more Crow Tarot? No. Okay, I'm going to get some alchemy cards from the Kim Krantz deck. Okay, Spirit, what is it? I'm dry. I always get so dry. All right. In this new rebirth, what is it that we need to focus on in order to continue walking this path, or even just take our first few steps after having been born? The uncreated. Yes, really, really focus on. Okay, so this has been a period very recently, like, I mean, from me, myself, but for in the spaces that I'm in, I have seen this reflected in other people's stories about what's going on with them at this moment. We have been through a time where we have been really dismantling. Again, we're reflecting this from the beginning of the message. We're really dismantling the things that we learned, the things that were taught to us, that were told to us, that were important, that aren't, but that only seem to hinder us from being our fullest, truest selves. This new baby that we've born ourselves into. Confirmation burp. You have to keep on focusing on, I'm hearing the way you react, the way that you don't want to move through this world anymore. You don't want to experience things by going back to these sort of like, when you learn how to react to things in your childhood, it is very hard to dismantle that. When you learn the ways to behave from childhood, it is very hard to take that down. But you've already done a lot of the work already. It's just continuing to be mindful of how the light that you're reflecting into the world, right? The light that you want to be reflecting into the world now that you have fully embodied your highest self. So keep your mind on that. Allow yourself to let go in situations that are frustrating or that are trying to put you back into that box that you absolutely have not fit in for an eternity now. Keep your eyes and your focus on shining the brightest light of your highest self through that heart space, walking forward. Okay. And any last messages before we get into the extended here? The androgyne. Oh, what I'm getting from this, I'm not even going to read from the book. What I am getting from this is such a message of fully encompassing every part of you that makes up the light that you are, the light that you are here in these rainbows, right? The light that you are supposed to be shining out into the world. You're dismantling, you're uncreating what it is that has been put upon you in order to be your beautiful, beautiful, fully expressed self. We should not be living in this world being scared to be exactly who we are. It is safe, yes, to kind of go along to get along, but what kind of a life is that? Where's your heart singing in that? Where's your call being sung out in that to call in those who will love you no matter what, who will see you for who you are and recognize themselves in you? Oh, very, very, very beautiful. Okay, I am going to call it here for this reading. There will be an extended on my website. I'll put the link below, and on TikTok I will, well, you got to go to my website. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one.